everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to film Finn's 12-week update. He is 12 weeks today, so yeah, we just wanted a little catch up really. He has definitely grown in the last sort of 2 weeks and changed from a newborn baby into like a proper like older baby, I suppose. You can tell the difference. He's starting to really hold his head up properly. And he's just needing more stimulation, he's changing more, he's definitely bigger. I actually haven't had him weighed for about 6 weeks, which is, you meant to get them weighed like every month I think, but I definitely haven't been doing that. The clinic's at like 8 o'clock on a Thursday, which is just such an unrealistic time to get out of the house. But I am going to go this Thursday. So, starting with the most important thing, which is sleep. So, I know everyone wants to know about sleep. As I've mentioned before in my previous videos, he is quite a good sleeper, and he always has been. So, at the moment, in the last week or week and a half, we've started putting him to bed. So, previous to this, we've just been downstairs, and he would naturally fall asleep at 8:30, 9 o'clock, but we'd just cuddle him and then take him upstairs with us when we went to bed at like 10:30. So we decided that that needed to change. To be honest, my mum rang me and was like, you need to start putting him to bed. So that's what we did, because she's in charge. So we started putting him to bed, and it's worked really well. So he falls asleep between 8 and 8:30. We give him a bath to start off with, give him a little bit of baby massage, so a little bit of moisturiser, and following the baby massage stuff in the classes that we've been doing, which I'll go into in a little bit. And then we take him downstairs, he has a bottle with Daddy while I have a bath, and then he goes to sleep. We put him in the sleepy head, which I did a video on last week, so I'll link that down below, in his sleeping bag. And we are using the BT video baby monitor. It was really good. I think it was like $44.99 from John Lewis. Again, I'll link it for you. And it has a proper night mode video on it. So this is the camera, and then this is the monitor. It's portable. You have to plug it in and charge it. And it has a really clear picture, so we know that he's fine. We just literally like position it on the pillow and then take it off when we move upstairs. But yeah, 44 quid for a video monitor I thought was really good, because the ones that I've seen are like over £100. So that actually was pretty decent. So he goes to sleep between 8 and 8:30, and then he sleeps pretty solidly until about 5 a.m, 5:30. Sometimes, if we're lucky, 6. Today was 5. And then he'll have a feed, and we put him in with us, take him out of his sleeping bag obviously and move all the pillows away. It's a bit naughty. I didn't really plan to close sleep, but it is only for that hour in the morning. So if we put him in with us, he will have like an extra hour, an hour and a half, till about 7:30. If we put him back in sleepy head, just no dice. He just doesn't want to go back to sleep at all. So that's the only way that we can sort of glean him an extra couple of hours. But I am going to try and get out of that, because it's not a great routine to get into. He's still in our room because we're still following the safe sleep guidelines, where they're meant to be in your room until 6 months, which I'm perfectly happy with, because to be honest I don't really want to put him in his own room. During the day he has a nap about 9:30. He'll have a longer nap from about 12, I'd say, and then he has little naps on and off in the afternoon, but he's definitely more awake now, which is lovely really. It's really nice. Still bottle feeding, working really well for us. He has a bottle about 5 o'clock in the morning when he wakes up, then another bottle about 7:30, another bottle about 2 hours later. Then he'll go for longer periods during the day, but I'd say we're between 6 and 7 bottles during the day of about 5 to 6 ounces. We're just in between that 5 to 6 range. One thing I have noticed is I was using the ready to drink cartons when we went out. He doesn't like them as much. I don't know if it's thicker or because it's cold or whatever, so I have been trying to use fresh bottles when we've been out, just taking the powder, or taking a bottle if I know that we're going to use it within the 2-hour window, or taking a bottle in a cool bag if we're going to use it within 4 hours, and then heating it up using warm water. So yeah, he's becoming a little bit fussier, and that is definitely a theme that I've noticed, is that he's starting to become a little bit fussier when it comes to being left on his mat, or being left full stop, or the things that he likes and doesn't like. A little bit more of a diva-ish tendency is coming out, I suppose, whereas before he was kind of happy with anything. The other day he was in the back of the car and he was screaming, and I thought, oh goodness, there's something wrong. So Paul was driving and I jumped in the back, and then as soon as I got in the back he sort of like smiled at me, and I thought, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not hungry, you're not wet, you're not windy, you literally just want my attention. So that is something that you notice with them that you didn't previously notice before. During the day, he loves playing on his mama's and papa's mat. I'll insert some footage here of him playing on that. I have needed to add a little bit more stimulation to it. A bit sort of selfishly, I did buy the more neutral coloured mat, and really I think he's going to need a brighter one, so I'll probably buy a brighter, more colourful version in the next couple of days to give him a little bit more stimulation, because that is something that I've noticed in the last couple of weeks. He needs a little bit more stimulation than he did previously. So I actually added the little Mamas and Papas attachment that you can put across the car seat to the top, and he plays with that happily for hours and hours and hours. He's starting to like his bouncer a little bit more, but still not absolutely loving it. So yeah, I don't know whether that was something that I kind of regret buying. I'm going to do a regret buys video, I think. Maybe that's something that we should have waited. We actually bought like a Bumbo style Mamas and Papas seat with a little bit of an activity centre on it at the weekend. He's just a little bit too small for it at the moment. He kind of leans to one side because he's not entirely confident sort of sitting up, even with the support of the chair. It says 3 months plus on it, and obviously he's only just 3 months, so I think we'll just keep trying it maybe next week and then see how he goes on with that. But that hopefully will give him a little bit more stimulation. We've started to introduce different textures, so Sophie the giraffe, and then the little softy sort of blanket things that he likes playing with, just trying to give him a little bit more stimulation. Still absolutely despises tummy time, and the second I put him on his tummy he sort of starts to scream, but I am sort of trying to persevere with it. Classes wise, we've tried loads of different classes. We're starting swimming on the 15th of May, which I'm very excited about. We're starting Water Babies in Didsbury, which is near where we live. It's quite expensive. It's £155 for 10 sessions, but I really think he'll love it because he absolutely adores the bath, so I'm hoping that he'll like Water Babies. We go to baby massage on a Thursday, which is lovely, and he really likes, although he doesn't like his back being massaged or his face, but the lady's so lovely and she just says if they don't like certain things, don't bother and just do something else. So we really like doing that, and we go with my friend Laura and her baby Sadie, so it's nice to socialise. He loves looking at other babies, so I go to a mum fit class. It's called Women Fit actually, on a Monday or a Wednesday, and we just put them in the middle, all the babies on play mats, and then we do like workout circuit training around them, which is fab because it's really hard to fit in workouts with the baby. An app that I'm finding really useful is the Wonder Week. So that tells you from your baby's due date when they're supposed to have a developmental leap. That's really hard to say. And it can explain if they're a bit grouchy or a bit clingier. So he's going through his third leap at the moment and he definitely is more clingy. But hopefully that will mean that his movements are less robotic and more fluid. And there's loads of different things that will be happening. Overall, he's a really good boy. He travels well. He's easily placated. Sleep's been good. So we've been really lucky, really. Me, postpartum. Oh, that was a bit of a burp. Sorry about that. Oh, just a minute. Now we're back. Sorry about that. Just a little bit of sick. That happens every now and again. Incident-wise, we've had a couple of punamis. I had a situation in a cafe with my sister-in-law where I had to completely throw the whole outfit that he was wearing away, which was a shame because it was a beautiful white company outfit, so that is a little bit of an issue. But other than that, we've been fine, really. Absolutely loving the sling still. Best thing I ever bought is the Isme carrier, the soft style carrier. Really loves that, so I would definitely recommend getting a sling if you aren't already baby wearing, even if your baby's a little bit bigger, because now he's started to hold his head up and he can see more, and I think in the next couple of weeks that he'll be ready for the front facing baby carrier, so he'll be able to see when we're out and about. And we're still using the pram loads as well, the Jules Day too, to go out and about, especially now that it's warmer weather. So in terms of me postpartum for 12 weeks, I've been working out pretty consistently since he was about 4 weeks old. So I've been doing at-home workouts 5 days a week, just 30-minute workouts, but pretty much Monday to Friday. I do them at about 9:30 in the morning when he's having his little nap before I get dressed. I just throw on a sports bra and a pair of shorts and do it in the living room, which has given the postman quite a shock quite a few days. But yeah, I've been using a variety of different workouts. You can just type 30-minute workout into YouTube and you get so many different versions. So I've been using the Pop Sugar Fitness ones, the Joe Wicks ones, the Ideal Fit ones, quite a few different versions. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, and he quite likes watching me, to be honest. He quite likes watching me work out in the morning. We've been getting out with the pram, trying to hit our 10,000 steps using the step app that I've mentioned in previous videos, and just generally eating healthy. We're going on a spa day on Friday, so it'll be the first time that I actually get into a bikini since the baby was born, and I'm a little bit nervous about that. Although I do definitely have more respect for my body now, and I'm less sort of self-conscious. Weight-wise, I think I'm still hovering around 8.5 stone. I haven't lost any weight, but I definitely feel like I've toned up in the last couple of weeks as I've been consistently working out, so I'm not too bothered about that number on the scale. So yeah, that's about it, guys. If you have any other questions, please just leave them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Yeah, and I will see you very soon. Bye! So I'm going to do you a quick belly shot for 12 weeks postpartum, because I always find these the most interesting in videos. So I'm back in the majority of my old clothes. My jeans are a size bigger, so I was a size 6 in jeans and I'm now a size 8, and I do think that's because my hips have gone slightly wider. I don't think it's genuinely necessarily down to weight, because I think I have been this weight and in size 6 jeans before. So this is my tummy at 12 weeks postpartum. I've still got a little bit of a line where the linear thing that I can never say was, but other than that, I'm pretty much back to normal. A little bit of a wobble, but yeah, getting a little bit of definition back in my stomach. So I'm not too unhappy about that, to be honest, because it could have definitely been a lot worse, and I didn't get any stretch marks, so I managed to avoid those, which I was really happy about. I have got some on the top of my legs from when I grew when I was a teenager, but other than that, we're doing all right. So yeah, that's my bump/no bump update for 12 weeks.